post-match reaction show. If you're joining the show live and you want to get involved in this live stream, anyway, there's a link in the description. So if you're a Liverpool fan or an Arsenal fan and you want to get your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section of the show below, or get involved with the show, make sure you do click the link in the show, and we'll try and add you to the schedule anyway. But thank you everyone for tuning in, and what a fantastic result that was for Liverpool. Get your comments in the comment section below as always, Reds. This is a live stream, and we'll be highlighting every single one of your comments as we go throughout tonight's episodes. But get in, the mighty Reds. Got all 3 points. I'm joined by 3 very special guests, but if you want to join the show, the link is in the description. So click the link on anyway, and we'll add you to the show tonight. So welcome, Reds. If you're new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below and get involved with all your fellow Reds around the world. But the mighty Reds. And we get straight into adding Connor from the Cop Council. Thank you very much for coming on, mate. I'll add Mickey as well. Mickey Fryers from Planet LFC as well. Thank you for coming on, fella, as always. And we'll add Douglas from the Dugout Football Channel. Thank you very much, lads, for coming on. And we'll get straight into asking Connor first. Let's get to a couple of comments before we do get into Connor's thoughts. But nice one, lads, for coming on. Absolute legends. We've got so much to say, but we get quickly get to a couple of comments as well. Fantastic tonight. The press was outstanding. Made up Jota for his debut goal. Kevin, absolutely spot on there. I think that's what a couple of us were mentioned, but spot on there, Kev, as always. Amir, get in. What a performance from the Reds. Another 3 points. You'll never walk alone. Get in, the mighty Reds. Original Gunner, an Arsenal fan, thank you very much for coming on, mate. Freaking gutted, but congratulations, mate. You were the better team. Absolute legend, mate. I think we'll discuss how well good and bad Arsenal did play tonight anyway. But good evening, happy birthday. Calvin, good evening, Jack. Happy days for Liverpool. My birthday soon on the 16th of October. Happy birthday, mate. Well, for the 16th, but come on, and I wish you a happy birthday on the 16th. But nice one, Calvin. And Liz, happy days, lads. Mitchell, we're absolutely dominating every aspect of the area of the game. Mitchell, absolutely spot on, lad. And Liz's comments, there we go. Saying hello to everyone. Hi, Liz. Thank you, every single one of you.
Hello, Liz.
Yeah. Hello, Liz. Hello, everyone. Great performance. It's from Shane. Great win. Great team. Not happy with what Mo Salah done to deal with. Diego's only negative. Yeah, it was only negative. But we'll get straight into Connor's thoughts now as well, Reds. But Connor, what a fantastic performance. What are your general thoughts on the game?
What a game of football. You know, it's just an absolute brilliant win. I know that all of us, I think, before the game, we were all fairly confident, but I can safely say, I think when Arsenal scored that goal, I think all of us were a bit frustrated for how good Liverpool had been in that first half. I think that's probably been one of the best performances from Liverpool in the first half in a very long time. Not so much, the quality aspect of things, because Liverpool's quality's always been there, ever since the restart, but just the intensity of Liverpool was just superb throughout the game. And I think that, it was one of these games that was a must win from what happened yesterday as well, to have 1 foot ahead of Manchester City, especially going forward, well, and even keeping up with the likes of Leicester as well in many respects. But, fair play to Arsenal. I do have to say, well done to Arsenal, because their squad today, they did do a very good game with us. They kept up with us at times. They did give us a true game. We had to be at our best to beat them. But mate, I'm over the moon to get 3 points, and I'm just so happy that that Jota got his home debut goal as well. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was a fantastic finish. That we'll talk for the whole of the game anyway. Mickey, just your general thoughts of the game, mate. We'll dive in deeper anyway for every aspect of the game. But as a couple of lads have mentioned in the comment section below, and Connor's mentioned here, I'm pretty sure Doug will mention as well in a little sec. The intensity from Liverpool was absolutely ridiculous. It's something that we're always used to, but especially against a team like Arsenal. Connor mentioned that Arsenal got the early goal, a sloppy Liverpool goal to concede. And I was saying to my dad, and probably every single one of you around the world, when we were watching that, Arsenal just sitting behind the ball, waiting for us to make an individual mistake. And that's where they come from. Doug, Mickey, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So professional performance, pressing was impressive to say the least, and you know what? They made 3 changes early on. We kept till got the 75th, 6th minute before we made a change. So the pressing was impressive, to be honest. We started the season as we finished last season as champions. We looked the best side in the country after the first 3 games. If you'd have said to me 9 points from the first 3 games, I'd have shook your hand for that, because we have had a tough start. Because Leeds weren't easy, championship winners. Chelsea with all their new team. I know they struggled against West Brom, but they come back. And then we got a really, really good Arsenal side under Arteta, who's got them playing well. I think this is a better win than the one when we smashed them last season when they were poor. I think beating sides when they're at the best, like Arsenal are at the moment, is the best thing. If only we'd done it in the Charity Shield, but never mind.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Mick. You can't win them all, but the main games, the Premier League ones, and absolutely spot on there from Divyam. Hey, bro, just joining. What a game. Alisson's save. And Doug, we've got to talk about every individual player, but we'll start with Ali, start from the back anyway. Alisson, what a save, especially in the second half, Doug. Obviously, Arsenal come out in that second half, really pushed, harried Liverpool into a lot more. Well, Arsenal couldn't have played any worse than they did in the first half. I think they only registered 1 shot in the whole of that first half anyway. But Doug, were you impressed with Liverpool's performance, and especially Alisson?
I think that's the best first half performance we've had in a long, long time. I think the pressing was there, and Alisson didn't have much to do tonight. But when he's called upon, it was a huge save at 2-1, because if that goes in 2-2, it's a different game. And I've actually given Alisson my man of the match because of that. I thought he was very, very good. I know his kicking was really, really good as well. But just for that save, that's my man of the match, because had he not saved that, we probably draw that game.
Yeah, moments in time, like, it's so big. That's why we paid the big bucks for Ali, wasn't it? Really, in terms of Liverpool's, everyone, Naby Keita, before they forget about him, well, won't forget him after that performance, but everyone at home, let us know your thoughts on this. I think everyone at the top of the show, the absolute legends are dropping in, was the intensity that was so right from Liverpool. Naby Keita and Gini were pivoting off Fabinho so well, and Liverpool, Naby for that first goal, absolutely strong as an ox, as some commentators would say. He was just shoved off 2 Arsenal midfielders. It's so good, and this lad's coming into his elements over the last couple of months, really, and really highlighting why Jurgen Klopp got him from RB Leipzig anyway. And then the pass to Salah, and then his brilliance for the goal, and then Mane at the back post going, "Go ahead, I'll have that." Mickey, in terms of, I've mentioned Naby and the lads in midfield. What would you say your thoughts on Liverpool's midfield, especially in tonight's game? We could say so much. Gini as well. I don't know if he's all picked up on it, everyone, but I think for the third goal, Jurgen Klopp looked to have told Gini to really push a lot more higher and just suffocate Arsenal's options from passing out from the back, and it really limited Arsenal from passing around the back. And the original gunner, just on before that, mate, Arsenal were poor, hanging on for dear life, weren't clinical enough, need to improve next game. I'm confident we will, but today we're really poor and disappointing. I expected better, but what can you do? Original gunner, I'll ask you this, mate, and you can reply in a little sec. Were you disappointed by the showing of Arsenal and everyone at home and all Liverpool fans anyway? Were you disappointed by the tactics from Mikel Arteta? I was like playing Burnley at home, really, just sitting behind the ball and wanting to attack Liverpool on the counter-attack. Mickey, were you surprised? And talk about Liverpool's midfield, and then just mention how you felt Arsenal approached the game.
So first things first, Naby Keita was my man of the match. Boom, there you go. I thought he looks like the player we brought now. He's getting there. He's finally here. There's no more Cabby Niata. Now the real Naby Keita is here. So he was great tonight. He didn't lose the ball 50 times like he normally does. This time he kept hold. When he keeps hold of the ball, he's a great player. So, yeah, I think the midfield, was really, really balanced with the 3 of them in there.
Yeah.
We're still not understanding what's happening with Ginny. That's a weird one. He's playing every game, but yet he still hasn't signed that contract. So we'll wait and see on that one. There's still rumours that he's on his way to Barcelona, so we don't know yet. But midfield was great. But on the Arsenal thing, I'll go and think is, you can't say Arsenal had a poor showing. Liverpool made them look poor. Every team that plays against this Liverpool side will look poor because we make them look poor. We do things no other team does. It's just, honestly, I've never seen a better Liverpool side, and I've seen 70s, 80s, 90s. I have never seen a better Liverpool side than this one. And if we go on to win the Premier League again, and possibly a double, like a European Cup and Premier League double, this could be the greatest side in Premier League history.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. And Matty has gone with, like the team that was going to win the league, Liverpool again. We should not be moved. Get in, Matty. Get in, mate. And everyone, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. I can just hear you shouting that in your room, lads. Well, everyone shouting here. We should not be moved. We're the best football team. What a game, Roger. Fantastic game, Liverpool. Sergio was fiery today. Love it. Liz, absolutely spot on. I think with two players that we've mentioned, everyone. It was obviously Alisson and Naby, but Naby, as Mickey's just said, then that was that his best game for Liverpool? He played. Yeah, I'd say that was. Everyone, let us know your thoughts.
I think looking at it, I think this is his longest run in the Liverpool team. I think that's now 5 games in a row he's had. So he's getting better with every single game. I've been very, very impressed with Naby, and I think that's the player now we bought from RB Leipzig. I think he's been absolutely fantastic in all 5 games that he's played this season. But he's just getting better and better. Special mention to Bobby Firmino. I know he didn't score again tonight, but his link-up play with Salah and Mane, I thought was absolutely fantastic, and especially with the midfielders as well. I thought Bobby Firmino had a very good game.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Spot on there, Doug. Everyone, thank you very much for getting your comments in. I read through every single one of them now as we go. Ali is one. Ali is one sexy goal stopping one. I tell you, he definitely is. He's
got more hair than me as well.
Yeah, he's got more hair on his beard, just to let alone, lad. But yeah, Shane. I know it's only the League Cup on Thursday night, but we keep the team as strong as possible. Give people what needs a game, but let's knock Arsenal out. Shane, that's the spirit, that la. Good taste for Arsenal and our fortress up the champions. Definitely will be another great game on Thursday. Great win. We are the champions. That's from Igor. Nice one, mate. Where's Uber? We cannot be found anyway. I tell you, I think he was in the back pocket of Trent most of the game anyway. That was a poor display from Aubameyang anyway. Second in the Premier League table soon. We'll be top again. Hey, Roger, just wait until we play Everton. We'll definitely be. I don't get me started on the UK charts. Oh, my Lord.
Imagine how great it would be if the title running was between Liverpool and Everton.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine.
That would be great for the city. That would be great for the city, but I don't think all our mates would let it live down. It'd be great for the city. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I tell you, as we've been saying, I've been speaking to a couple of my Everton mates. I've been saying to them, he's like probably the third best manager in the Premier League. He's got a fantastic pedigree as a manager, but he's a fantastic manager. I can't take away that. I've read this one. Yeah, I was disappointed by the performance. I don't blame Arteta, to be honest. I know it's Anfield, but if you don't go into the game expecting to win, then what's the point? Holden was poor. Love Leno, but was bad. Spot on there, Richard. I'm going to thank you for the comment, I was very surprised, and I think I'd be intrigued to see what a lot of Arsenal fans do say after this game on social media, because don't get me wrong, Liverpool was so good going forward as a collective, but some teams like Leeds have exposed us this season, and a couple of occasions last season, the back end. I think Maitland-Niles a couple of times, the ball over the top, there was the option there, but I thought Arsenal would have at least give it a go, especially in that second half. They did try, but I felt they could have done a lot more. But as Mickey said, Liverpool made them play that way, and that's how good we are. But
something just came up on my Twitter. Liverpool have now scored 400 goals under Jurgen Klopp since his arrival in 2015.
Yeah, that's amazing. That Liz, I agreed. Mickey, this team is absolutely special. Definitely, Divyam. What was Salah thinking trying to steal that goal?
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, it's
so,
right. Glad
it's
and so
nothing.
Glad and so happy to see Jota score. He's got that fire in his belly. And Divyam, he's spot on. He's very much a Jurgen Klopp type of player, and we all knew what we were expecting. Good. Oh yeah, go ahead, Mickey.
Can I just say that was the best substitution Klopp has ever made, because he came on and he could have scored 4 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the quality of the lads, isn't it? Like, I think it was Pep Linders also. It was Jurgen that this week mentioned when we signed him. He's a pressing monster, and that's what you expect. He literally. Imagine if you're playing against Liverpool and you got Jota come off the bench or Shaqiri, and they're just like in your face, and like that, absolutely amazing possession, fantastic pressing. Liverpool, Roger, love the show, Jack. Nice one, Coin. Thank you very much for all your support, lad. But as always, that will be going towards the channel and the production elements anyway. Try and improve, but I really do appreciate it, mate. Absolute legend. Hope you're having a lovely night, everyone. As I said, I get Mickey's point, but as also, if you don't go into a game expecting to win, then what's the point? This is football. We need to take our chances and take them. We got outrun completely. Yeah, Gunnar, and I think it was what I was speaking to Mickey and Connor and Doug and every single one of you on the channel. Liverpool, off the back of the 2 previous results against Arsenal, we didn't take our chances, and it was an opportunity of Arsenal. And you could see from the back of Lacazette's performance, he was absolutely fuming. And the first goal, we'll talk about the first goal. Connor really, it didn't mean nothing in the scale of things, as we said at the top of the show. Liverpool were the architects of their own downfall just for that goal, because we'd absolutely battered Arsenal, and we were all saying at home or around the world, do not absolutely F it up at the back. And that was the only way they were going to get in. And what did he do? But we let him off. Ali saved us the back end of the game anyway. Well, that's what he does anyway. But Connor, in terms of the Arsenal, as I said, were you disappointed by the way in which, obviously original Gunners mentioned, but were you surprised how Arteta approached the game?
Not really. I expected them to go full on counter attack. I think that's been Arteta's style, facing Liverpool, going on the end of last season and, the Community Shield. But, I was surprised how the lack of movement or lack of, anything from Aubameyang, he didn't look like, I didn't think he was playing at one point, because you just couldn't tell he was playing, and realistically, Aubameyang is Arsenal's biggest threat. Okay, Lacazette's a very good, centre forward, but, Lacazette is nothing compared to Aubameyang. Aubameyang is their main man, and they didn't get him into the game whatsoever. But, it's like what Mickey said earlier on, you can't take anything away from Liverpool. Liverpool made Arsenal look bad tonight. That's how good we was. And to also go on about, what original Gunner is saying, every single Arsenal fan that I've spoken to over the last couple of days, all of them have said either a loss or a draw. Mm-hmm. None of them have said a win. And that's frightening. Not only, Arsenal in particular, you look at Leeds, for example, you look at Chelsea. Leeds have been the side that have given us the most problems out of two title contenders. That's mad. Just to say that. So, but again, we can't take anything away from Liverpool. Jota, fantastic when he come on, like what you lad said, this is why we bought him. And I think it was Pep Linders that was going on about Jota, because he worked a bit in Portugal, didn't he, before, joining Jurgen Klopp and that. So, it's all calculated with Liverpool. And at the end of the day, I just think now we've got Aston Villa next weekend. If we play like that against Villa, it's going to be 4 or 5 again for Liverpool.
Absolutely spot on. And Barry's there with his comments. Nice one, Barry. Pretenders will be swept aside. Yes, they will. Just let them enjoy the limelight at the minute. You don't have much fun, do you, these days, watching the but yeah, Lewis, thoughts on the Salah messing up the chance for Jota? Yeah, we mentioned it, Lewis. Don't look too much into it. I know the opposition fans will be like, oh, Salah's good easy, Salah's good easy. But the teammates. Salah did slide them in for the good opportunity. It's probably like, right, you've had that chance.
Yeah.
You fluffed that, so I'm going to take the other one anyway. Jota, Zuki, let me know, everyone, if you've got Jota on the back, or if you're planning on getting him. Zuki, Arsenal weren't good enough. What a player Jota is, we are getting. It was so good to have a world-class goalkeeper in the first place. The world-class goalkeeper with everyone in the Premier League, in my opinion, he saves us all the big moments. Alisson is the best goalkeeper. Shane, absolutely spot on. And there was I've seen on social media some amazing clips coming out today of people comparing Leno to Alisson. Or if you've seen the clip, you know which couple of clips anyway those are. But it was absolutely mad. But yeah, Mickey, in terms of who really stood out for you tonight is what we've mentioned, Mane, obviously Naby Keita's brilliance, Ginny's pressing was absolutely exceptional. I think you've got to mention the Dyson as well. He was classic. Do you reckon he's back to his best form in a Liverpool shirt now?
Yeah, all of them are, mate. The fullbacks are starting to swing the crosses in. Like the first two games, they seemed a bit rusty. But Robinson and Trent, I think everyone's up to standard. The problem is now is the guys that played on Thursday last week, Shaqiri, Origi, Jones, they all played fantastic. So if you don't play well in this Liverpool side, you will not stay in it.
Yeah. Absolutely spot on. Stu, LFC versus Maitland-Niles on the night. Yeah, it literally was. He was the only player that was making the runs. I tell you, Wolves will be kicking themselves, and I tell you, Arsenal were lucky that Arteta come in because he's a fantastic player, and I think he was playing left wing back, wasn't he? But I think he's got a bright future if he continues his development anyway. Miscommunication between Salah and Jota, that's all. Get in the Reds, Dave. Get in, La.
Get in, Dave.
Dave.
But yeah, but in terms of, I've said the main things off the back of this show everyone wants to mention was Naby. I was absolutely raving in my bedroom tonight. It was like, look at him. Yeah, I'm just so happy. Like Alisson's goalkeeping, as Mickey said, the fullbacks were back to the best. Doug, and that really made you happy tonight watching the Reds that we haven't mentioned?
Well, first of all, Connor, well done. We both got the score right. So
yeah, we did.
Yeah, so that's a good way to end because my predictions this week have been absolutely shocking. But then again, it has been a really difficult week. I just thought the whole pressing tonight was probably some of the best we've ever seen. Everyone was up. Everyone was on their game tonight. Joe Gomez, I think he's still got a Aubameyang in his back pocket because the only player that I really saw mentioned for Arsenal was Ceballos that came on in the second half, looked really, really good. Maitland-Niles as well. Although Maitland-Niles, I don't know if anyone noticed, but he and Aubameyang kept getting in the way. Every time Arsenal were going forward, Aubameyang or Maitland-Niles were trying to interchange. But what happened was they kept running into each other. So, look, I think William, the thing is about tonight, we kept William quiet, we kept Aubameyang quiet, and yeah, Lacazette, he has his goal, but apart from that, kept them quiet as well. I think we limited them to about 3 shots on goal as well. Their corners were really poor as well. So, to be honest, it's been a very, very good night. And as Connor said, the way we're playing right now, Villa on Sunday, 7:15, I believe. It's a weird time for a Sunday night game, to be honest with you. But the way we're playing at the moment, it could be potentially another 6-0.
Yeah, I can't wait for the game. Well, it was a Villa. Was it last season anyway, where we got the last minute winners anyway? Villa Park.
Yeah, last season.
Yeah, that was probably one of the biggest games. We're away, aren't we, against the Villa? Yeah.
Aye, we are away,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it will be interesting. Obviously, the fans aren't there anyway, but back in the ground where the big turnaround happens. In terms, as the lads have already mentioned, get your comments in the comment section below. Dave, I don't know if you're still on the show, mate. There's a link in the description, everyone, if you want to quickly jump on before we do get off. I want to try get a lot more Reds on the channels as well, but made up to get the lads on as always. But if you're in the future, we'll be dropping a link in the description. So if you want to jump on, get on the shows anyway, get as many people on as possible. But I'm absolutely made up and buzzing that the Reds have got all 3 points really in terms of, as you've already said, going into the Villa game. The best perfect example anyway in the pressing from Liverpool's midfield tonight.
Yeah.
Naby probably one of his best game in midfield anyway. Fabinho was just stopping everything, literally every counter attack. Chinny absolutely dominated midfield. The pressing was absolutely spot on. But as well, lads and ladies, I'll leave the links in the description as well. If you want to head over to Planet LFC, that's Mickey's channel. Connor from the Cop Council, that's his channel name. And Doug from the Dugout Football channel as well. Thank you very much, lads, for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. I'll ask for the last final words. Connor, final words on the game too.
Fantastic, absolute brilliant performance. Glad for Jota that he's got his goal. Brilliant now that everyone is seeing Naby for what he is. Finally, but yeah, it's fantastic. You know, we have so much quality now in depth. It's fantastic, and even if it's called upon, you know, we can easily call it on. But in terms of this game, absolutely fantastic. Man of the match for me I'll go Sadio Mane because he was fantastic today.
Yeah, Doug, final words. And man of the match, as Connor said, if you want to throw a cheeky one in. I think you might have mentioned it before anyway, but
my man of the match is Alisson. Just with that save at 2-1 was absolutely crucial, and that's the reason we won 3-1. I'm so delighted for Diogo Jota to get his first debut Anfield goal as well, and the fact that we've scored 400 goals under Jurgen Klopp as well is just incredible, and it's almost been the perfect weekend. I know Man City got hammered yesterday by Leicester City, which was always a pleasure to watch. And
that's Jurgen Klopp in his bedroom. Get it. His missus has just turned over Corrie and he's going, yes.
But no, absolutely delighted, and thank you very much for having me on, Jack, as well. Because I had you and Connor on for the preview, and it was a really good preview. So yeah, guys, go and check that out as well. Yeah, actually, go and check it out, and actually check out my Carabao Cup prediction. I won't say anything.
Yeah, right. Head over to Connor and Doug's channel and Mickey's as well. Mickey, final words on the game, mate. Get in the mighty Reds, and especially. I
just want to mention Arsenal made 3 foul throws today, which is disgusting from a professional football team. And now remember, in the Anfield game last season, they did 2 foul throws. So I think they need our throwing coach. So that's my final word on the game. And obviously, I said earlier, Naby Keita for me, the player that stood out above any player on the pitch by a mile.
Yeah, Mane, Super Mane, Firmino as well, and Salah. It's the same old thing with those three. We know how good they are. We just wish the other opposition fans not to really bother what they think, but just the amount of disrespect to seeing like pre-match on social media from everyone to Firmino, Salah and Mane was an absolute joke from non-Liverpool fans, but who's bothered anyway? We've got them getting the mighty Reds.
Jack,
Jack,
on that, did we really listen to him? Because all them idiots were saying we're finished 5th this season. That's how much they know about football.
Yeah,
talk shite was the worst of it though.
Talk shite was the worst.
Don't even mention them on this channel. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much, lads, for coming on. Let's get to a couple of comments before we do go. If you're new around here as well, make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below as well, and join the lads' channels in the comment section below. I'll put them in the description anyway. They should be, but I'll amend them anyway. But head over to the lads' channels. Got some amazing guests on and post matches and shows and everything. So head over there, subscribe, and let's get to a couple more Liz, thumbs up. Zuki said, Mickey, take the PlayStation top. It's a PlayStation top. So it's not that top. Surprised Mickey's allowed a blue shirt in his house.
Does that look like Everton blue to you? No.
Nah,
There you go.
It's shocking.
It's not got enough shit on it. So.
Divyam, it's shocking how Chelsea and Arsenal still instead insisted to play through our defence against one of the best pressing teams like us. Laughing face tongue emoji. Yeah, that's a fantastic comment, that, mate. You absolutely hit the nail on the head. It'd be interesting to see if Liverpool, obviously, we continue to always press teams, but as Divyam's just said there, the reluctance to chip for Arsenal, and you can see Holden, he's not got the ability to really pass around the back like a Virgil van Dijk, but it'd be interesting. That just comes down to recruitment. But
was anyone surprised that they played a back three? Because the last time they played a back three, I'm pretty sure they lost 5-1 to us, but you need the players to play a back three. Holding looked really, really poor, looked really, really suspect on the ball. David Luiz, every single time he got the ball, he just did, like, he had to pass to Tierney as well. But there were a couple of times, if you actually noticed it, Mane, Firmino and Salah were actually going in on the goalkeeper. There was one particular moment that Salah almost got the ball. And had he got the ball, that would have been a goal, because Leno was being very dangerous in his box but that was their plan all along, was passing from the back, passing from their box into their own players, and then just countering on the counter attack. That was their plan all along, and it did work for the first goal, but for most of the game we were absolutely dominant.
Yeah, spot on, get in. And the Reds got 3 points. Shane, my man of the match would have been Sadio Mane. Yeah, there's a big shout for him as well. Or else Fabinho. Yeah, it pictures how well Liverpool play these days. You could pick anyone in the starting 11. I think everyone could agree. For the aspect, for me, my man of the match, I don't think I've said it, but it would be Naby or it would be Mane anyway. Very close man of the matches for me. Fabinho and Ginny were beasts. Absolutely fantastic. I think if we can keep this farm going for at least the first time games, we'll see. Yeah, definitely. If we have it wrapped up early, in an ideal world, anyway. Good shout, Mickey. Liz has said, but yeah.
Let's hope we can win it and actually celebrate it this time.
Yeah.
I've joined late. I have a question for you all. Do you think the manage risks we take us through this season? I only think we get found out wanting. What is that? I'm not too sure what he's asking there. I think we'll get found out one. I'm not too sure. Can you make most of that?
He's trying to say that we were suspects. We didn't watch the same game as me, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It's football. Nice. Teams will attack. Yeah. Teams will get through. It's just football. You can't expect teams to dominate games completely.
Yeah, well, Liverpool did. Nice one, Johnny, for your message, mate. Absolutely appreciate it. Liverpool did have 67% of possession to Arsenal's 33. Arsenal would only had 3 shots on target in a whole of 90 plus minutes. Liverpool had 21 shots, 8 shots on target. Liverpool passes 766 to Arsenal's 390. Absolutely domination to a T. But welcome, Reds. Thank you very much, lads, for coming on, and everyone that's got involved for all the super chats. Zuki, Dave, Liz, Divyam, Johnny as well. Trying everyone, Barry as well. Original Gunner, thank you for hopping over from the Arsenal channel. Really do appreciate it, mates. And as always, the channel is always open for very level-headed opposition fans anyway. But I really do appreciate all your support, mates. You win. You were very respectful as well coming on the channel, so I really do appreciate it, matey. Roger, Liz, Shane, so many people have joined the live stream. Really do appreciate it, and a big massive thank you to the 3 lads as well as always. But Reds, I'll see you tomorrow, and as always, you'll never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.